Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. We are along the Paracel Islands in the South China Sea. Frank, on a mission here today. What can you tell us about this course?
Well, one thing, Rich, we don't want to fatigue out there, so I've got my battle gear on. Interesting layout ahead. Plenty of water. The island's there to be negotiated, navigated, and you never know what just might pop up during the course of the game.
And partner, let me just, before we get started, salute you.
I salute you too, Rich. You ready?
Ready. Aim. Fire. It's 180 yards now to the flagstick. Frank, no leisurely stroll from the clubhouse to the first tee. Like most golf courses, here we go from an aircraft carrier on the first tee.
Yeah, it's a scary little sight trying to take off there on that opening tee shot. Green situated on a little island. 186 yards, though. That's what we've been radioed in, the yardage today.
Here we go. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. -1 in the early going. Now to the second hole, and Frank, I'd be happy to see something with just the normal amount of obstacles, say, a bunker, maybe a pond. Those would be rather benign compared to what we're seeing right here on this second hole.
Yeah, that's no love shack. That's a guard shack there on the right of the green, just past that bridge. So this green well protected on that right side. Of course, water adorns this island green, and tons of local fauna around the green. This is one green you do not want to miss.
That is a beauty, a real beauty. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll. Can't birdie them all, Rich.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. And with that, 1 under par.
Well, Rich, we've got the drone. It's headed back. Told us it's 216 yards to the middle of the green. If we can just aim a little right of the gun turret on the destroyer, that should be a good line.
Well, this is the definition of a blind tee shot right here. But you need all of the modern equipment, the modern telecommunications, just to try to get you zeroed in on where you're supposed to go.
Well, maybe you can capture the flag here, though, with a birdie.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. That will be a great look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here. Ooh, so close. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
Solid par to remain 1 under. Frank, surveying this hole, it appears as though your normal laser or rangefinder won't be good enough.
Well, we could always radio in the yardage there, but the radio tower, personally, I prefer sonar.
This one's looking good. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. This for birdie. Will not be happy with that one. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Got it for par. Frank, you and I have called golf from around the world. In fact, we had our broadcast position in the Grand Canyon in a hot air balloon. Tell you what, I'm glad we didn't pick that spot to broadcast from. That would have been lights out early.
It would have, but I don't even know if our observation tower that we're situated in is going to be safe. The destroyers come and hit the land. And, of course, the fifth hole, this par 3, at just over 200 yards. That should be rather interesting, but hopefully we'll be safe. Let's batten down the hatches while we watch the tee shot.
That is classy.
That had a chance of going in.
Has to like that one. Another birdie to get to 2 under par. Now up to the 6th tee. We're back against that destroyer. Frank, you need to take it over that small island?
Yeah, once again, you're going to have to pick a very good target in the distance. Now, we know the shared greens at St. Andrews. Well, this is actually a shared green just cut by that little sand path that goes through the middle. This green is shared with the 8th, but still, this is a long par 3, and for some people out there, it'll be a case of ready, aim, and driver.
Good-looking shot right here. Stuffed that one in there just inside of 5 feet. Well done. Well holed now to 3 under par. Now on to the 7th, and Frank, this is, to say the least, a dangerous hole.
You've got to hit it across that retaining wall, or that protective barrier to stop the sand and the enemy coming in. Really, the green sets up nicely for the tee shot, but be wary. There might just be a minefield out there.
Appears to be tracking well. Great effort right there, and a great chance to knock in that short putt. Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better. How did that not go in?
Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
This putt for par. Knocks that putt in for par to stay at 3 under. Now to the 8th hole, Frank, you really just need to follow the trail down to the green here at Paracel Storm.
Barracks are probably the biggest problem in front of you. They're just short and left of this par 3 green. For the very observant, though, they'll notice a little one-on-one, perhaps a little basketball court just along the left side.
A little three-point shooting contest, you and I later on?
This is a par 3.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
It's no snack, though.
Really has a feel on these greens. That is another birdie. This is impressive. Frank, it's been a real battle out here so far on the front 9. Let's finish it off in style here.
There's a great view just slightly right of the 9th green. Look out. Now, that's full of people. You might get the appropriate applause, maybe even a standing ovation, at least a salute. 150 yards approximately to that flag, but you have to be precise. Let's see how precise you can beat. Should be safely on deck.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Locked in on the read and the speed. Boy, that's nice. How about a fistful of birdies? Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Dialed in once again, she has played a superb approach shot. Frank, this would jumpstart the round. A third straight birdie.
Some good playing.
Back-to-back birdies and 6 under par. The 11th hole here at Paracel Storm in the South China Sea. What a day it's been playing through these wrecked battleships with all of the obstacles out there. You see the windmills, and now just a short shot, Frank. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
That was a solid strike and a good result. These putts keep the round together. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Up to the 12th, making a trip across to an island green, Frank.
It looks more like a shipwreck island, and that's an evil place to put the green on that side. Very well defended by that rock wall as well as the water, and of course anything short, those big rocks that protect this green. This is probably the most heavily guarded par 3 on the golf course.
Make bogey or worse here, they might strand you out there. Pretty good shot right there, about 10 feet away, setting up the putt for birdie.
Rich, I'm starting to lose count. This is just birdie after birdie.
It's all-time stuff. I mean, this is territory we just don't visit very often. Moves to -8. Here we are now at the 13th, and Frank, this is a stout-looking hole.
Rich, it certainly is. No time to be superstitious on number 13. The trenches, they protect the back and the right of this green. Anything left of that, time to call in the Navy. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. And it is not looking like a good lie. Second shot coming out of the rough here.
If you hit enough shots, every now and again, one's going to go in.
Crazy, crazy game. Frank, now at the 14th, and really a simple objective here.
It looks like an old sand dune where they've just put a green on top. Rather benign. It might just sneak up on you, though. It really just looks like green and beaches with a few palm trees behind. But beware.
Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. Pretty good result right there, considering...
It looked rough all the way,
Exactly.
Rich. It really did.
Frank, how many is this? I've lost count.
I'm running out of fingers. It's a handful plus 2 more. This for 7 in a row.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, in any war zone, the element of surprise is always so critical, and we see that here at the 15th.
Yeah, this green is fortified by the jungle that surrounds it, and just a little feature that you often don't see on a golf course. It's not a bunker in the middle of that green, just a mini forest.
Just a little short shot here. This is a good-looking shot. You can't ask for much more than that. About 5 feet away. Beautifully done. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Well, in the words of the late, great baseball commentator for the Yankees, Phil Rizzuto, it's time for Holy Cow, Whitey. That's 11 under par. Birdie try up next. This is a good-sized putt, 27 feet away. Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. She has this for par. In for par. Now to the 17th hole, and as we come to the end of this round, you salute the players because they're out there carrying not only their golf clubs, but the med kits and the meal packs, because this is no ordinary golf course. You have to be on alert, high guard all the time. Terrific golf shot, and now that for an easy birdie. Building something very special at 12 under par. Now the finishing hole, Frank, and just a spectacular looking hole.
Yeah, chance to complete our mission should we succeed here at 18. If anything, you want to keep the ball a little left of the flag. Otherwise, we're off the beach.
Good chance at one. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. And getting ready for the putt. Knocking down all the shots today, now at 13 under. Frank, that was just a dazzling display of golf today.
It's amazing how a game at times that can be so hard and just absolutely drive you crazy can appear to be so simple. This was just an absolute joy to watch today.
So that'll do